everyone, and welcome back to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy on the Sony PS3. I am one Welsh Sheep, and today we're going to continue onwards through the Forbidden Jungle. We're going to continue exploring and get, well, hopefully finish it off. Actually get every power cell in the area. It is possible. I don't know if we'll get it all done in about 10 minutes, but we can try. We can damn well try. Well, of course, I am still going to try and actually get as many Precursor Orbs as possible as well. Now, like I said before, you don't actually need all the Precursor Orbs in the game to actually get 100%, but, you know, it's highly recommended to get as many as possible, because, you know, you gotta get as many as possible. Now, these frog things and the purple things you probably see running about, they're known as lurkers, and they're pretty much the main enemies and stuff you're gonna be running into in this game. And they're not that difficult to take care of. Just a quick punch or spin attack will really take them down. They're actually quite easy to manage, so let's just not worry about this for now. Now you see that little this thing on the floor by here. This is part of one of the plots that we have to take care of in this jungle, and it'll probably be the very last thing we do because we have to do something. Basically, that's probably something we're going to be doing last, which is. What that is a giant mirror, and I'll explain more about it as we get to it. Anyways, just continue moving onwards. First things first, just jump down here to explore down here. Ah! Sneak attacked. That's not cool. Now, these boxes with a sort of radioactive sort of symbol on them, heh, keep away from them. They're basically this game's nitro crate. If you go near them, they will kill you. And, yeah, you don't want it. You don't want to do that. So, yeah, they're basically filled with dark eco. Touch them, they'll hurt you. They don't get explained to you until you actually touch them. So, yeah, if you have low health, stay wary of it. Stay very, very wary. Anyway, we've got 112 things right now, so it's not... We're going... Precursor Orbs are going by pretty quickly. It's just go by here. Like I said, the... Blue eagle kind of counts as an electric shield from Sonic the Hedgehog, so as you go close to objects, the objects will come closer to you. Anyway, if you go through the cave that I just went through, you will lead to this tiny little island in the middle of nowhere with the first power cell of the video. Oh yes, fantastic. Although one thing I find very interesting is this is the only Jak game in the series to feature power cells. I don't know what happened to them. Like, where they went, why did they disappear, you know. I don't know. It's really strange, because in the future Jak games, they went for a bit more of a,
on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
Maybe later, Dax. Oh, I died anyway. This is something that happens when you die.
Well, better you than me.
When you die, you get a fantastic motivational speech of Dax, which is always well and good. But yeah, what was I saying before I died there? I don't know, I'll catch you guys back in that section. And we're back. Now this thing by here is actually a jump pad that you can use if you have blue eco going through you, so be sure to use that. Now yeah, basically this by here is a bridge that can be accessed using blue eco. If you so see that blue eco vent but there? We're going to be using it in a pretty short while, but first things first, pop up here.
On those posts, and there's lightning coming out of that vent over there.
Yeah, just explaining exactly what I just said, Dax, so... Good for you, good for you. Let's just keep moving. So yeah, this section isn't too long. Now, that machine up there is where we're going to be going last, because that leads to the final thing I'm planning on doing in this jungle. But first things first, just go on here, fix the fantastic bridge. Oh, look at that. How does this bridge even stay afloat? Look at it, it doesn't even make any sense. It's just sort of floating in midair. It's weird. Anyway, just continue moving onwards. While you're channeling your energy, be as quick as possible. Yeah, we're going to the top of the tower, Dax, don't worry. Right, first things first, you want to go to this section by here, because there's a little bit of a hidden area you can quite easily miss. It leads to a scout fly. So we got 5 of them already, so 2 more to go, and we're almost done with the scout flies. Fortunately, any blue eco that you find in this area will actually respawn, and you can find them within these boxes. So be sure to pick them up, because otherwise, well, you can't venture on, can you? One thing I do like about the Jak series, and this is a perfect opportunity to really explain, is the fact that it has some quite interesting physics when you're jumping. Like if you're on a platform that's going up, if you jump at the right time on said platform, you'll actually get an incredibly high jump. And why is that interesting? Because, well, I don't know, it just is. Like, if I'm going up here, I can just skip half the section there, just jump straight up to this power cell. Fantastic. So now that we're at the top of the tower, we get a nice view of the land there, and there's the thumbnail for the video, I guess. Jump onto the switch. Oh my god, it's a lift! See, and people say the technology in this world is not all that impressive. Anyway, this is basically a little mini puzzle chamber sort of deal. First things first, we want to go up here, because this is where we're actually going to go to activate the eco vents.
We got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff, so it ain't gonna help us!
Yeah, okay, thanks for that, Dax. So, as Dax said, you can only use these launchers if you have Precursor NG, Eco NG going through you, so you can't use them. Hey, you, boom. Now, well, also, those little tentacles popping out of the ground, we'll be dealing with them shortly. They're not that long. Basically, they're the hint to the very first, I say first in quotation marks, boss fight of the game. Now, this game hasn't got really any... The bosses in this game aren't really all that big a deal, but they are around, and they usually just like hit a few enemies a few times and wait for the opportunity to hit the boss itself, or something as simple as that. Anyway, another power cell is ours. So much is going on in this episode, man, to tell you. And boom. I used to be so impressed with that switch when I was younger. I don't know why.
Did you see that? Blue eco vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
Yep, so there's more of these switches throughout the entire world, apparently. But yeah, when I first saw this when I was younger, I was so impressed by the fact the entire room lit up blue when you... I don't know, it was weird. I always found it quite an impressive little thing. So let's just go through. Now we have Eco NG. First things first, we're going to go up here and see what's up this air vent, because, well, I know what's up this air vent. Precursor orbs. We want to get as many of these as possible, so, like I said, be sure to jump up those air vents whenever possible, and be careful of that bloody dog. Don't you just love pets? Anyway, as I was saying, watch out for those little platforms that flip over, because you can quite easily catch you off guard like they did with me, and I decided to jump down a pit like an imbecile. So, just to pre-warn. Anyways, just continue moving onwards. There's the first boss of the game. Now, for the first boss, don't worry too much about it. He's not that big a deal to take care of. I mean, first, he's just basically going to swarm up these enemies towards you, and whenever they lose the spikes, then you can hit them. When you hit them and kill him, he'll eventually show up his weak points, allowing you to platform up and just kick him. So basically, same tactic, rinse and repeat. You're safe as long as you stay behind this line. So, like I said, stay behind the line, and you don't have anything to worry about. This boss fight is going to go by easy. It's the first thing in the game that kind of is a boss fight. Actually, there's not much in this game that would even class as even boss fights, so I guess there's that. Ouch. Anyway, just rinse and repeat. You may get hit on that last section there. It only takes 3 hits to actually take him down. So, yeah, there he goes. And we get ourselves yet another power cell. Oh, yes. And now is with the source of all the tentacles in the world as well, so... yeah, now we won't have any tentacles jumping out of the ground and attacking us. Now you might notice he spat out a precursor orb when you jumped on his head. Repeat this a few times, and yeah, just stand by here, keep jumping until he stops spitting out the orbs. Like now. Alright, let's just grab this platform and just head out of this here place, because I think we're pretty much done with this area. For God's sake! Why is it as I start to talk, he starts barking again? Anyway, going through that section will lead us out to this area yet again, right by the entrance. So, yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we don't have to worry too much. Let's just head on to the other side now, where we were, because the other... that caught me off guard with him laughing. Scared the hell out of me. Jesus! Ha 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 ha! Yourself. Alright, now we're going to move on to the other side of the entire area, over here where that giant machine is, because we gotta start building the eco beam, which is as you might remember in the village, that is what good old Professor, what's his name, Mayor of the village said for us to do. That's the major reason why we come here in the first place. So we'll be doing that in a minute. But first things first, the Eco Beam itself is basically an NG beam of blue Eco. So before we actually activate it, what we're going to want to do is quite simply steal the NG by jumping into it and then running over to this door by here. This is a very easy door to miss, so let's just hurry up, go in, and there's yet another power cell. Oh yes, delicious. So very delicious. And I want to double check, see if there's anything around here. I don't think there is though. No, there isn't. And we're back at the machine still. I swear to Christ, the dog's gonna die a painful and horrible death. Okay, now what we need to do is basically whack this thing.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the Eco Beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Like Dax said, let's go and
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower.
so it's a very simple sequence this. You wait for the towers to start raising, you follow the beam to the next tower, then you modify the mirror so it shoots the laser beam to the tower afterwards and the tower afterwards, and just keep rinsing and repeating, following the beam up until you get out of this jungle. And just to check, we have all of the things in this level except for the last Scoutfly, and I honestly have no idea where this last Scoutfly is, so I might need to have a quick look around for that one. I probably ran straight past it earlier on, but you know. It's just grab this Eco Beam and just start lasering it across onwards. There's a nice arrow indicator telling you where exactly to aim, so just follow the arrow indicator and you should be fine. Although the aiming is inverted, so you might have a bit of issues, you know, aiming, because obviously some people don't like inverted aim. I can't stand inverted aim, but considering I'm using the left analog stick and I'm pretty much stationary while doing it, and you don't need to be that accurate to be honest, it's no big issue with me. If it was a shooter, on the other hand, I'd have to switch it to normal aim, because inversion in FPS games. Oh, sweet Jesus! It's my sworn enemy. It's my sworn enemy. Right. Anyways, just continue onwards to the next Eco Beam. Where was it again? Straight over there. That pirate is so jolly good. So yeah, like I said before, just follow the beam if you ever get lost, and it will guide you to the next mirror to go to. Simples. Simples. And these lurkers always respawn as well, so you will always find lurkers and enemies around in the environments while you're traversing, so just be aware of that. Although you shouldn't have too much of a worry at all. I mean, they're not that difficult to take care of. Anyway, there's the last Eco Beam, and if I'm correct, which I'm probably not, I think the last Scoutfly might actually be on the beach. Which, if the Scoutfly is on the beach, then I'll be happy. I'll be happy as Moses. It doesn't seem like it though. At least there's a lot of Precursor orbs down here, so I guess that's a plus. Unless the Scoutfly is around here. No, that would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Oh well, let's just connect the last of the beams and go get our reward.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
And that's what we're going to do next time. But first things first, I'm going to find the final Scoutfly and then get back to you guys. And I'm back, folks. I have absolutely no idea how I missed this, but the Scoutfly location is right behind the machine. So let's just grab the final Power Stone? Welcome to the Power Stone world, to the final power cell of this area.
You found all the Scoutflies in this area.
Yes, Daxter, I did. So with that, I'm now actually going to call it a part here. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I appreciate a like or comment to the video. Don't be sheepish, people. I'll see you next time. Bye! Ouch!